Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nittai Gaura Hari Bol. जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिवार कचेर श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, इस्कॉन फाउंडर श्री जगतगुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की, जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिवार कचेर श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की, प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद गिरिराज गोवर्धन की, वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की, नवदीप मायापुर धाम की, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की, गंगा माँ यमुना माई की, प्रॉपर ट्रांसलेटर बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, समवेद गौर भक्त वृंद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna. So welcome to this morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. So today we are discussing on Canto 4, chapter 22, text number 35. So let us read the sloka. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Tatrapi moksha evartha. Tatrati moksha evartha. Atyantikata isyate. Atyantikata isyate. Traivargyo arto ito nityam. Traivargyo arto ito nityam. Kritanta bhaya samyutaha. Kritanta bhaya samyutaha. Tatrapi moksha evartha. Atyantikata isyate. Traivargyo arto ito nityam. Kritanta bhaya samyutaha. Tatrapi moksha evartha. Atyantikata isyate. Traivargyo arto yeto nityam. Kritanta bhaya samyutaha. Hey Prabhuji. Tatrapi moksha evartha. Kritanta bhaya samyutaha. Tatrapi moksha evartha. Atyantikata yasyate. Traivargyo arto yeto nityam. Kritanta bhaya samyutaha. Atyantikata yasyate. Traivargyo arto yeta nityam. Kritanta bhaya samyutaha. Okay, now word to word meaning. Tatraha, there. Api, also. Moksha, liberation. Eva, certainly. Arthe, for the matter of. Atyantikataya, most important. Isyate, taking in that way. Trivargaha, the three others, namely religion, economic development, and sense gratification. Arthaha, interest. Yataha, where from. Nityam, regularly. Krita anta, death. Bhaya, fear. Samyutaha, attached. Now translation. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki. After the four principles, named religion, economic development, sense gratification and liberation has to be taken very seriously. The other three are subject to destruction by the stringent law of nature, death. Purport. Moksha or liberation has to be taken very seriously, even at the sacrifice of the other three items. As advised by Sutta Goswami in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, religious principles are not based on success in economic development. Because we are very much attached to sense gratification, because we are very attached to sense gratification, we go to God, to the temple or churches for some economic reasons. Then again, economic development does not mean sense gratification. Everything should be adjusted in such a way that we attain liberation. Therefore, in this verse, liberation, moksha is stressed. The other three items are material and therefore subject to destruction. Even if somehow we accumulate a great bank balance in this life and possess many material things, everything will be finished with death. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that death is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who ultimately takes away everything acquired by the materialistic person. Foolishly, we do not care for this. Foolishly, we are not afraid of death, nor do we consider that death will take away everything acquired by the process of dharma, artha and kama. By dharma or pious activities, we may be elevated to the heavenly planets, but this does not mean freedom from the clutches of birth, death, old age and disease. The purport is that we can sacrifice our interest in Trivarga, religious principles, economic development and sense gratification, but we cannot sacrifice the cause of liberation. Regarding liberation, it is stated in Bhagavad Gita, Tyakta deham punarjanma naiti. Liberation means that after giving up this body, one does not have to accept another material body. To the impersonalist, liberation means merging into the existence of impersonal Brahman. But factually, this is not moksha, because one has to again fall down into this material world from that impersonal position. One should therefore seek the shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and engage in devotional service. That is real liberation. The conclusion is that we should not stress pious activities, economic development and sense gratification, but should concern ourselves with approaching Lord Vishnu in his spiritual planets, of which the topmost is Golok Vrindavan, where Lord Krishna lives. Therefore, this Krishna consciousness movement is the greatest gift for persons who are actually desiring liberation. Om Gyanan Timirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurube Namaha. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Ti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pashyati Deshatarine Vansakalpa Tarubhasya Kripa Sindhu Vevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So again, welcome to this morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. So let me read translation again. Out of the four principles, namely religion, economic development, sense gratification and liberation, liberation has to be taken very seriously. The other three are subject to destruction by the stringent law of nature, death. So the Vedas, they mainly talks on four principles. They are religion, dharma, artha, economic development, sense gratification, kama, and liberation, moksha. So here religion, it refers to pious activities, not devotional service, because only Srimad Bhagavat. So all the Vedas and Puranas, they only deals with the liberation, not bhakti. Only Srimad Bhagavatam, it talks on the devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna. So according to the consciousness of people, so all the Vedas and Puranas, they are meant for upgrading them slowly from lower level to higher level consciousness. So that is the purpose of whole Vedas and Puranas. So, and here in translation Prabhupada is writing, all the three principles, namely religion, economic development and sense gratification, they are subject to destruction by the laws of nature, death. So only the liberation, it has to be taken very seriously, because all of the three principles, they are temporary, and death will take away those three principles. But liberation means getting out from the bondage of birth and death, getting out from the bondage of material miseries. So here in Prabhupada is clearly writing, among the four principles, the liberation should be taken very seriously, because this is the reason why you are in this material world. We are in this material world since time immemorial. Sometimes we have become dog, sometimes we have become cat, sometimes we have become insect, sometimes birds, sometimes fish, sometimes trees. Now we have got this beautiful opportunity. We have got this divine gift, human body, so by which we can make our life perfect. Human life is like a junction. We can choose anyway. We can choose the path of liberation, or we can choose the path of hell. So it's up to us which path we want to choose. So this is the beautiful opportunity we have got now. And we are sitting in ISKCON temple. Although many people have got the human body, but they are not using that opportunity for higher cause. They are just busy eating, mating, sleeping, and defending. So even animals are doing the same thing, right? Even cat, dog, pig, hog, all the living entities, they are doing the same thing: eating, mating, sleeping, defending. These four principles. If by getting human body, we still do the same thing, we are no better than animals. Maybe a hog eat from the floor, we eat on the plate. That's the only difference. Pig, they walk on 4 legs, we walk on 2 legs. So that's the only difference. But the thing is same. That's why we have to use this opportunity to make our life perfect. Otherwise, if we miss this opportunity, then we don't know after how many years. It might take millions of years to again get this opportunity. So it should be taken very seriously. So in purport also, Prabhupada is saying the same thing. Liberation should be taken very seriously. So you may be busy after economic development. Most of the people in this world, they are running after money. So there is also a saying, right? Money is sweeter than honey. People say like that. This is their sloka, the sloka of material person. But this is just temporary. Even though you have big amount of money, so when there is a time of death, so we can't take that money with us. So that is just temporary. And here in the middle section of the purport, Prabhupada is writing, even if somehow we accumulate to a great bank balance in this life and possess many material things, everything will be finished with death. And there is one beautiful sloka in Chanakya Niti. धनानि भूमौ पशुवश्च गोष्ठे भार्या गृहदारी जन शमशाने देह चित्तय परलोकमार्गे कर्मनुग गच्छति जीव एक. So that meaning is dhanani bhumau. When we die, dhanani bhumau. So the wealth we have accumulated in our life, we have to live in this earth. We can't take our wealth with us when we die. So dhanani bhumau, the wealth will remain in the earth. And pasubhasya goshte. And all the cattle, people keep in the Vedic times, people used to keep cows, goats, this kind of things in their in the house, in their shed. But now this has changed. Now people have garage, and they put motorcycle, car, cycle, this kind of things in their garage. But it doesn't matter. We have to leave those things in the shed or in the garage. We can't take our pairs. We can't take our cars, we can't take with us. Doesn't matter, even though you have Ferrari, Mercedes, it doesn't matter. We have to live here. We have to live here. Dhanani bhum pasubhasya goshti bharya grihadare. For a wife, husband is so dear, right? And for a wife also, husband is so dear. But they also won't go with us when we die. People sacrifice a lot for their family members, children, friends. But it's just temporary. They can't save us from the cycle of birth and death. And bharya girihadari jana samsane. And our relatives, our relationship with our relatives is up to that crematorium only. When we die, they take our dead body in the crematorium, and they bury, and everything is finished. So our relationship with them is finished, gone. Everything is gone. Bharya girihadari jana samsane deha chittaya. And people are so much attached to the body. They think, I am this body, I am Mr. this, I am Mrs. that, I am American, I am Australian, I am Nepali, I am Indian, I am Bengali, I am German. They identify themselves with the body, which is just temporary. But are you the body? Are we the body? No, we are not body. When we were a child, we have a small, nice, cute body. But we grown up, now we have big body. And when we die, we will have, old body. Even we have to take the, we have to take the help of stick to walk properly in the old days. So even in this life also, the body is always changing. And when we die, we will get a new fresh body. But what kind of body we want to get, it's up to us. If we practice spirituality, if we become a spiritual person, if we take the shelter of Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, then we will get the spiritual body, which is full of Satchidananda Vigraha. So, and if we don't practice bhakti, then we will get Nirananda body. So Satchidananda Vigraha body means full of eternal, full of bliss and full of knowledge. So Nirananda means full of miseries and is material. The body made of flesh, blood, and skin. This kind of things, which is just a temporary. But if we practice devotional service very sincerely, then we will definitely go back to Godhead, and we'll get the spiritual body. So here in the last section of purport, Prabhupada is writing, liberation means that after giving up this body, one does not have to accept another material body. To the impersonalist, liberation means merging into the existence of impersonal Brahman. So impersonalist, Nirakarvadi, they want to merge into the Brahma Jyoti, and they want to become God. But we are only the part of parcel of Krishna. We can't be God. Jivera Surupaya Krishnera Nityadas. We are eternally part and parcel of Krishna. But even though we are part and parcel of Krishna, we are struggling in this material world. Due to our uncontrolled mind and senses. Mamai Vamsa Jivaloke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. So although being part and parcel of Krishna, we are struggling, we are suffering in this material world uh, because of our uncontrolled mind, and we are identifying ourselves with this material body, material body. So the impersonalist, the conception of impersonalist is wrong actually. We can't become God. We are eternally the servant of Krishna. We are part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna, a flying bird. There comes an analogy in Srimad Bhagavatam. A flying bird, it might think that, by entering into the green tree, I'll become a tree. And it enters into the tree also, but it can't become the tree. The identity of bird is there and the identity of tree is there. They are separate, entities. A bird can't become a tree. And yesterday I was reading Bhagavad Gita, and there Prabhupada was giving another analogy. A airplane, it takes up from the airport, right? It takes up from the airport and it flies high, and finally, it disappears from our vision. And from the distance, we feel like, the airplane has merged into the sky. But it doesn't merge into the sky. The airplane is still flying above the clouds, but still it is there. But from us, the people who are in the ground, they think that, oh, airplane has merged into the sky. Now airplane is gone. Nothing like that. Airplane is there and sky is there. Sky is there. And Prabhupada gives another analogy also. The impersonalist, they want to merge into the Brahma Jyoti, and they want to become the God. So it's like, the small rivers merging into the big ocean. But devotees, they are like fish in the ocean. Fish, they always take the shelter of ocean, and they are always protected. And when the water is evaporated, the water, it is evaporated in the sky. The impersonalists, they also for some time, they sometimes they will go up to the Brahma Jyoti, but when there is a rain, they falls down again. That water, they being a small river, they want to merge into the ocean, and when they are evaporated, they will go high and they will again come down. But devotee, it can't be evaporated, because devotee is like a fish. It is always taking the shelter of ocean, big ocean. That's why, devotee is always protected, and they are always under the protection of Supreme Personality Godhead. And then many people, nowadays, they think that, I am God. So last month, I met one guy, one drunkard God in streets, when doing books. I stopped him and he said, I told him I am monk, like that, this book's yoga meditation about God, and he said, oh, I'm a God. But he was, drunkard. He was a drunkard God, He was drunkard and he was saying, I am God. And I told him, oh, you are a small God, this book will make you big God. But still, he did not take the book. And I told him, oh, you are a God, you think about the welfare of other people. Then we are trying to help people, You can, contribute something from your heart. You can give a donation if you have something. And then he said, okay, I'll give you, I'll open my wallet, whatever I have in my wallet, I'll give you. And he had, many coins, I think $15, $20 like that. And he said, I want to give you this money, but you know what I can do with this $15? And I said, what you can do? He said, I can buy a wine. I can buy a wine. But I told him, oh God, you said you are a God, but you are lying, you said you will give me donation, but you are not giving. And he became so angry, he just threw all the money in the, road. But I just picked and I just gave Gopinath, he got benefited, right? So that kind of God we can see in this world now, we can see. And there are many spiritual organizations also. They teach, they teach, how to become God. But Prabhupada never claimed himself to be the God. Like Prabhupada went to America for preaching. So before Prabhupada, whoever sadhu, they went to America, they claimed themselves to be God. And when Prabhupada been to America, also, they thought, this Swamiji, maybe he's also trying to claim himself as God. And one reporter asked Srila Prabhupada, Swamiji, are you God? And Prabhupada said, no, I am not God. I am the servant of God. And Prabhupada stopped for a while and he said, no, I'm not the servant of God. I am the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of the God. So that is the position of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada. And the time reporter asked, Prabhupada, why you have come to America? Are you here to claim yourself as God? And Prabhupada said, no, I am not here to claim myself as God. I am here to give all the Western people brain. And in next day, there in the newspaper, there come a headline, Swamiji has came from India to give all the people brain. Like that headline came. Prabhupada, that is the position of a devotee. Devotee, they always think himself, herself, to be the humble servant of Krishna. So that is the real liberation. See, real liberation means taking the shelter of Supreme Personality Godhead and performing devotional service. So that is the real liberation. And here in the middle portion of purport, Prabhupada is writing, in Bhagavad Gita it is said that death is the Supreme Personality of Godhead who ultimately takes away everything acquired by the materialistic person. Foolishly, we do not care for this. Foolishly, we are not afraid of death, nor do we consider that death will take away everything acquired by the process of dharma, artha, kama and moksha. So due to ignorance, all the people, most of the people of this world, they are in ignorance. Although in front of our eyes, people are dying. Every day, every second people are dying. But still, the person who is living, he thinks that I will live eternally. And in Mahabharata also there comes one section where Iksha asks questions to Yudhishthira Maharaj, and one of the question was, what is the most surprising, what is the most astonishing thing of this world? And Yudhishthira Maharaj replied, in every moment, in each and every moment, people are dying, but the person who is living, he thinks, I won't die, I will live eternally in this material world. So that is the illusion, right? That is illusion. So everyone will die. The only certain thing of this world is uncertainty of life. So that is the only certain thing. Other things all are uncertain. We can die at any moment. So it is not that, when I become a die, then only I will die. No, that is not like that. Even small children, they are dying. Even some child, they die in the womb of mother. They can't even see this world. So we can die at any moment. That's why we have to practice this Krishna consciousness very sincerely, taking it as our life and soul. Otherwise, we will just waste our time. Although Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, so even though we can't complete bhakti in this life, then in next life we'll get opportunity taking birth in the rich family, taking birth in the devotee family. But still we should try. We should be so determined to finish this business in this life only. In this life, next life also, okay, we will become a devotee. But when we are in the womb of mother, we'll have to bear the same pain. We will have to bear the pain when we are in the womb of mother, and then we have to come in this material world. Then we have to struggle a lot for material existence. But still we can become a devotee. But still, there is a struggle. There is struggle. There is pain, because this world is dukhalayam asaswatam. This world is full of material miseries, and it is temporary also. So we should try to finish Krishna consciousness business in this life only. We should be so much determined. We should perform devotional service with the mood of ekoho kuru nandana. Vyavasayitmaka buddhi ekoho kuru nandana bahu shakha anantasta. What is after that? Buddhaya abhisayanam. That one. Yeah. We should be so determined. Ekoho kuru nandana. Our intelligence, our consciousness should be focused only on Sri Krishna. Should be focused only on chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we should practice Krishna consciousness, being very much determined. So not desiring any sense gratification, not desiring any material opulence. Bhoga Ishwari Prasaktanam Paya Aprahita Chetasam Vyavasayitmaka buddhi Samadhauna Vidyate. Those who are attached, those who are attached to bhoga, Bhoga means sense gratification, and Aishwarya means material opulence, money. So those who are attached to material opulence and sense gratification, so the resolute determination to perform devotional service, it won't take place. It won't take place. We may be, we may be chanting, we may be coming to temple, but still the strong determination won't be there. If we are, if we are attached to Bhoga and Aishwarya, our determination should be like of that, Chataka bird. So there is a one bird named Chataka bird. So the Chataka bird is so determined that it will only drink the rainwater. It don't drink any water from the ground. It don't drink any water from the pond. It don't drink any water from the river, ocean. No, it just depend on the, depend on the rainwater only. And he always looks upward when the rain will come, and so that I can drink. And the other birds will think, that bird as a crazy. There a lot of water available in the land, in the pond, in the river, in the ocean, but he is waiting for the drop of rainwater. So he is crazy, and they they praise him. The other bird praise him. Oh, you can take water from there, but the Chataka bird say, no, I just want that rainwater only. I won't see down. I just want the rainwater. I won't take water from the pond, river. I just want rainwater. And sometimes thunderbolt struck his head. Before rain comes, there comes thunderbolt, lightning. But still, he is so determined. It doesn't affect him. And finally, the rainwater comes, and he fulfill his thirst. Similarly, we should be always looking upward for the mercy of Krishna. Maya will tempt us. Or Maya will say, you want money, you make a big house, you buy a nice expensive car. But we should be so determined to say, no, I don't want these things. I just want the mercy of Krishna. I just want the love of Godhead, and I want to finish this business in this lifetime. Bharat Maharaj, he was so determined. People used to misbehave him. People used to urine upon him, and his own relatives, they used to they used to use him for making putla. Putla means dummy, right? To protect the field from the crows. So like a putla, dummy. They used to put him as dummy, and they used to serve him, stale rotten foods and fruits. But he did not, retaliate. He did not retaliate because he was so determined to finish his business in that life only. And finally, he make it life perfect in that very life. So we should take inspiration from Bharat Maharaj. We can take inspiration from Chataka bird, and we can take inspiration from our dear Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada at the age of 70, he went to America for preaching, and he didn't have anyone on his side. He didn't have anyone to help him to take care for him in his old age. But still, he was so determined to fulfill the mission, of Krishna consciousness, and to fulfill the instruction of his Guru Maharaj, because his Guru Maharaj has given him the instruction: preach in English, preach Krishna consciousness in English. And he went to America to start Krishna consciousness movement at the age of 70. And in the old cargo ship, not even flight, not even airplane, just in the old cargo ship, it took for him it took around more than one month to reach to America. Even the flight from Sydney to New Delhi is just 12 hours flight. We feel so much suffocated in the plane. Oh, when will the plane land? We don't have that much patience even for to stay in the airplane for 12 hours. But Prabhupada stayed in the same old cargo for continuous 30 days. Nothing to see, just water all around, and nobody to talk. But still, he was determined. And he had 2 heart attacks in the middle of the sea. But he didn't say, Krishna, why are you giving me this pain? Now I want to go back. I don't want to go forward. He didn't say that. He was so determined, and he went to America, and he preached Krishna consciousness, and he make all the hippie people into happy people. And one time someone asked Prabhupada, how did you do this miracle? And Prabhupada said, I just presented Bhagavad Gita as it is. I didn't add anything. I didn't subtract anything. I just present as it is. So if we also carry the same mood like Prabhupada, then we can be successful in our preaching mission. We can expand this Krishna consciousness movement to the large extent, Mahaprabhu came in this material world in the mood of Srimati Radharani to distribute that fruit of love of Godhead. So there comes one story of Phalwali, fruit seller in Krishna book. So one day Krishna was playing in his house, and one fruit seller, she comes to sell the fruits, and Krishna heard they used to, maybe she was saying fruit or something like that, I don't know, but still Krishna Krishna knew that fruit seller, she have come to sell the fruits, and went to the fruit seller, and Krishna asked for some fruits, and fruit seller, she said, you have to give me something, and Krishna went inside the house, and he brought some grains or something like that from his house, and he gave to the to that fruit seller, and fruit seller, she gave a lot of fruits to him, and Krishna he gave all the fruits to his mother, and he told her mother to distribute to everyone. And Mother Yashoda was called for all the friends, all the relatives, all the gopis, and she was distributing, but the fruit, it was not finishing. She was distributing, but the fruit is still there, not finishing, and Mother Yashoda, she got tired, tired. Oh, this fruit is not finishing, I am giving 5, 10, 20, even 100 to everyone, but still the fruit is there, same. And Krishna says, and Krishna thinks, oh, now this fruit, it is not finishing now. So when I, in my next incarnation, I'll distribute my friends. I'll distribute this fruit not only to my friends and relatives, but to the whole world. And that fruit, it was in stock, for a long time. And Mahaprabhu, when Mahaprabhu came, then Mahaprabhu opened that stock, and he started distributing that fruits to all the people. And he is also asking our help in the CC. If you have read CC, and there Mahaprabhu he asks for all his associates to distribute that fruit of love of Godhead. And Krishna, like Mahaprabhu, also wants our help to distribute that fruit of love of Godhead. We have to taste that nectar first, right? We have to taste that nectar, and we also have to distribute that nectar to the other people also. Then we will get a lot of blessings of Mahaprabhu, because we are helping him in his mission to distribute that fruit of love of Godhead. So that should be our mode. Of course, we have come to Krishna consciousness by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. And then it's our duty. Duty to distribute same mercy to the other people also. So Krishna consciousness movement means moving from one place to another, distributing prasad, distributing holy name, and distribute transcendental book of Srila Prabhupada. It's a movement, right? Movement means not sitting in one place only. It's like movement, moving from one place to another with the higher mode and higher mission. So if we do like that, then we can make our life perfect, and we can make the life perfect of other people also. Like people are suffering in this material world, right? Not knowing the goal of life. So it's our duty, being a devotee, to help them. Let's say you are suffering from some disease, and you are having a pain, and you go to a doctor, and the doctor said, oh, you are having a pain, I can feel your pain, so now you go back to home. And he don't give any medicine. So is he a good doctor? So doctor means he have to give medicine, proper medicine, to cure that pain of a patient, right? Similarly, we have come to Krishna consciousness, and we know devoid of Krishna consciousness, they are suffering, and it's our duty to give medicine to the people who are suffering. So the medicine is, what is the medicine? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So it's our duty to give the medicine of holy name to the people. Then when their disease is cured, they will be happy. They will get out from the pain, and they will be happy, and they will distribute, like they will be happy, and they can make their life perfect. So we should get ourselves from the comfort zone. We always, mind always wants to be cozy, mind always wants comfort zone. But we have to get out from our comfort zone, and we have to come forward to serve the mission of Srila Prabhupada. He was staying in Radha Damodar temple, just next to the samadhi of Rupa Goswami. We devotees, we want to go to Vrindavan, we want to settle in Holy Dham. But Prabhupada, for the higher mission, for the higher cause, he left Vrindavan and he went to America for preaching. He left his comfort zone. He came from the comfort zone, and he was able to distribute this Krishna consciousness movement all around the world. So we are also in the line of Srila Prabhupada. We are Prabhupada Nuga. We are the followers of Srila Prabhupada. So it's our duty. It's our duty to carry the mood of Srila Prabhupada and to distribute Krishna consciousness to the people who are not devotees. So for that we have to be strong. We have to be strong in our sadhana. We have to have good consciousness. So to maintain the good consciousness and to become strong in our sadhana and in our bhakti, first we have to read Srila Prabhupada books. We have to hear Srila Prabhupada lectures, and we should try to come Mangalarti every day, because morning programs, they are very, very powerful, actually, very, very powerful. So Prabhupada, he was saying in one lecture, if one is really sincere about his spiritual life, then he should wake up before 4 a.m. and he should attend Mangalarti every day. It's not like today is festival, today is Saturday, Sunday, let me go Mangalarti. No, what doesn't matter, it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday or Sunday. We should try to come Mangalarti every day. And we should try to read books of Srila Prabhupada every day. Not like, oh, today I have a mood of reading Srila Prabhupada books, let me read. No, it's not like you like or you don't like. It's your duty to read Srila Prabhupada books. Because Srila Prabhupada sacrifices sleep. Sleep is very dear to everyone, right? Sleep. Everyone wants to sleep and go in ignorance. But Prabhupada sacrifice, that sleep to write his books. And if we are not reading his, books properly every day, then we are not, valuing, we are not giving importance to that sacrifice. And chanting also, we have to chant very attentively, not like earphone and using the phone with this finger, nothing like that. Very attentive chanting. We should try to hear each and every word, syllable properly. So it's not like Krishna consciousness is not I will do whatever I was doing when I was karmi. And let me add 16 rounds in my daily routine. It's not that. Krishna consciousness means way of living. It's a way of living, putting Krishna in the center. And it's not, Krishna consciousness is not, let me chant my 16 rounds before midnight, and let me do here and there, if I find any service I will do. Nothing like that. We have to take the responsibility. To expand Prabhupada mission, and we have to accept what Srila Prabhupada has given us, and we should try to distribute this to other people also. In that way we can make our life perfect, and we can make the life perfect of other people also. So it's already 8:50, so I want to stop here. If anybody have any comment or any question, please. In one lecture, Prabhupada was saying, like the one who is a preaching devotee, he don't even want liberation. He just want to come in this material world again and again and spread Krishna consciousness. But Prabhupada was saying, but for our level, our goal should be to go back to Godhead. So that should be in our level. We should, of course, we have to think very high, but we have to know our level also. But for our level, the goal should be to go back to Godhead. But if one have very high consciousness, then a real devotee, he doesn't even want liberation. He just want to take birth in this material world and help other people. Like Prahlad Maharaj, he was always concerned about how to how to take back to Godhead to other people also. He is saying in Srimad Bhagavatam, I don't want to go back to Godhead. I don't even want liberation. If people will stay here suffering in this world, only when they go back to Godhead, I will go after them only. That's the mode of pure devotee. But our level is not like that. So of course, our goal should be to go back to Godhead. Maybe if we become pure one day, then we can reach in that level, bro. Hare Krishna. So, so here, Prabhu, religion refers to pious activities, not bhakti. Because pious activities and punya and pap, they are just temporary. When we have a lot of punya, then you will go to heavenly planets. Then you will enjoy, heavenly pleasures. Then when the punya is finished, then you have to come back again in this earth. So that's why it is destructible. No, no. Here religion refers to pious activities, not devotional service, not bhakti, Prabhu. That's why it is destructible and it's temporary. Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. Yeah. Hare Krishna. I still did not get it much. Can you repeat it again with loud voice, please? Here, religion, religion here, as I already said, religion refers to pious activities here. Pious activities means punya, good deeds only. It is just temporary. That's why, it is destructed at one point. It is temporary, but devotional service. So and here in the purport property is clearly writing, we should take up to the devotional service. Devotional service is eternal, and it is not destructible. It is not destructible. So not so religion, the pious activities, it will like if you have good deeds, if you have done good deeds, if you have a lot, if you have accumulated a lot of punya karma, then you will go to heavenly planets. You will enjoy the heavenly pleasures, and when your good deeds are finished, then you will come back again in this earth. Then this cycle is going on, going on. No liberation here. So, but Prabhupada is clearly writing here, we should take up the Krishna consciousness movement. We should take up the devotional service, bhakti. There are three karma: punya karma, good deeds; papa karma, that is bad deeds; and akarma, that is bhaktimaya karma, that is devotional service. So devotional service is permanent, and one should take up that devotional service very seriously than pious activities, than the punya. Is it clear? Dharma. Yeah, that is just punya karma, punya karma. That is how to say. So here religion is and here real religion is not talking about the devotional service. So just like punya karma, only pious deeds. Charity, yes, we can say charity. Yes, ma'am. So yeah, here Krishna is not talking about giving up the duty of a soul. So he's just saying about giving up other duties, like we have so many religions, like so many religions. So Krishna is asking us to give up all other religion and surrender unto him, because that is the natural position of the soul. That is natural position of the soul. Uh, all Sanatan dharma, it is in relation to the soul, and so dharma, it is in relation with the body only. So Krishna here is asking to give up the show dharma, not the Sanatan dharma, not the occupational duty of a soul. So here just on the bodily platform only, that's the thing. Is it clear, Father? Hare Krishna. Yes, probably the ultimate goal is love of God, because dharma artha kam moksha, it is just very low level than the love of Godhead. So in Shastra it is clearly said, probably even in purport Prabhupada is writing here. Maybe, yeah. And Hare Krishna. I think they are also, yeah, Kardamoni and Devoti also there comes. Devoti, she was very chaste wife. Chaste wife, she was helping her husband in every way. In the every sadhana of Kardamoni. So here like I was talking in general, actually, that one for the material people, for the husband, like husband is so much attached to wife, wife is so much attached to husband, that is on material platform. But it doesn't apply in the case of devotees. In the case of devotees, so in a grihastha ashram, so husband help wife in a divorce service, and wife help her husband in divorce service. So it should not be taken on material platform. That is ashram, grihastha, both brahmachari, grihastha, banaprastha, sannyasram, it's all for spiritual elevation of a person, actually. So yeah, if a husband is helping nicely to help his wife to advance in Krishna consciousness, and if a wife is helping husband to elevate in Krishna consciousness, yeah, both is good, actually. See, it's not bad, it's not bad. Of course it's beneficial. So I just talking about people on general, for material people, that one. Okay. हरे कृष्ण। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, सगत गुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।